Hello, friends, and welcome to Light on Granite with Diana. Today we're doing a special little holiday edition, a moment to take a break from the stress and the busyness and to just reconnect and practice some self-care. So please take a comfortable seat on your mat. Rest your hands in your lap, elongate your spine, close your eyes, and reconnect with your breath and with this moment. Today you are gifting yourself with a few moments of self-care and love. Now inhale, arms up, gaze up. And then exhale, hinge from the hips. We're going to forward fold over our right knee. Inhale, arms back up. Exhale, hinge forward over that left knee. Then inhale, back up. And we're going to go ahead and bend our right elbow and pull it with our left hand behind our head. And then go ahead and switch sides. And release. Excellent. I want you to go ahead and slide your hands behind your back, fingertips pointing forward. And just go ahead and arc your back. Lean into those hands. Open up that chest. Look up towards the ceiling. Excellent. And gently release. Coming back to neutral spine. Let's move into shoulder rolls. I want you to dramatically raise those shoulders up towards your ears and roll them down your back. Nice big circles. And switch direction. And release. Now I want you to go ahead and interlock your hands behind your head. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to pull our elbows in towards each other and gently pull our head and our chin down towards our chest, opening up the back of our neck, stretching those vertebrae, and breathe. And gently release. Bring your head back up. Release your hands. Now this time interlock your hands, clasp them in front of you. And I want you to put your hands underneath your chin and then gently push your chin up towards the sky using your hands. And hold and stretch. And gently release. Now go ahead and take your right hand and gently pull your head towards your right shoulder. And release and switch sides. And release. Now we're just going to plant our hands on our thighs here and we're going to come into some gentle body rolls. So just move in a way that feels good to you. We just want to loosen up and stretch things out. And then when you're ready, go ahead, reverse direction. Beautiful. Now go ahead, lean forward, plant those hands, and then come into table pose. And from table, we are going to do our cat-cow. So I want you to inhale, arc your back. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, head up, arc. Exhale, head down, round. And one more time with your breath. Inhale, head up. Exhale, head down. And come back to neutral spine. Wonderful. So from here, friends, we're going to come into thread the needle. So I want you to go ahead and inhale that right arm up, look up. Exhale, curl that arm underneath your body. Bring that right shoulder down to the mat. And extend that left arm out. And breathe. And then inhale, come back to neutral spine. And we're going to do the other side. So inhale, left arm up, gaze up. And then go ahead and bend that arm and thread it underneath, bringing that left shoulder down to the mat. Sliding that right arm forward, getting a great stretch with both arms. And surrender into the stretch. Excellent. Come back to neutral spine. Now while we're here in table, I want you to bend your knees and slightly hover them above the mat. Going to hold them just for a moment. And then very slowly push up into your downward dog. And when you're ready, pedal your feet. Loosen up those calves. And then just remain still in your downward dog, holding nice and strong. We're going to stay here for the count of 3, 2, and 1. Then look up, step forward, forward fold. I want you to bend those knees. We're going to put our fingertips down on the mat. And we're going to push up on our fingertips, lift our head, inhale, halfway lift, exhale down. And we're going to do that again. This time when we inhale, we're going to straighten our legs and come halfway up. And exhale, release down. And one more time. Inhale, straighten those legs. Exhale, bend the knees, release back down. And slowly roll up to standing. Wonderful. So from here, I want you to inhale your left arm forward, up overhead, and then behind you. And then I want you to look behind at your left arm. And then inhale, face forward. Exhale, look back and sweep that arm forward and back down towards your side. And we're going to do the other arm. So inhale that arm up and behind you. And then look back at your arm. And look forward. And look back. And sweep that arm forward and back down towards your side. Wonderful. So from here, friends, we are going to move into our sun salutation. So we're going to stand at the top of our mat. We're going to inhale, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. Step back into plank position. We're going to come into chaturanga. Feel free to drop your knees if you need to. push up into upward facing dog. And then exhale into downward facing dog. Feel free to keep your knees bent if straightening your legs completely is a little too hard today. And then look forward and step forward, forward fold, inhale, halfway lift, exhale down. Inhale, arms up, gaze up, and hands together in front of your heart. And again, sweep those arms up, gaze up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, forward fold. You can keep a bend in those knees if you need to. So we're going to inhale, halfway lift, exhale down, step back into plank position, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then we're going to look up, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down. Inhale, arms up, gaze up, hands together in front of your heart. Excellent. We're going to do that one more time. So inhale, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down. Step back into plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to hold our dog for a moment. And then we're going to step our right foot forward, plant our left knee, inhale those arms up, and then plug them back down into a goalpost position. And breathe. And then we're going to twist to the right with our arms in the goalpost position and hold. And back to center, and let's twist to the left. And back to center. Then go ahead and plant those hands. Step back into plank, and we're going to take our flow. So we're going to do our chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to hold our dog for the count of 3, 2, 1. Step that left foot forward, right knee down. Inhale, arms up, and then plug those arms down into a goalpost position. And breathe. And then we're going to twist to the left. And back to center. And then we're going to twist to the right. And back to center. Excellent. And so from here, we are going to step back into plank and then go ahead and bring those knees down to the mat and come into a child's pose. And slowly roll up into a seated position. We're going to come into a single-legged forward fold. So I want you to extend that right leg out in front of you. Right foot is flexed. The left leg is bent. And the sole of your left foot comes on the inside of your right leg. We're going to hinge from the hips and forward fold. Depending on how tight you feel today, it might feel really good to just put your hands underneath your knee and forward fold from your hips and pull in that direction, bringing your body towards your leg. But if it feels more comfortable for you today, if you're more flexible, feel free to go ahead and reach your shin, your ankle, or even your foot to come into your forward fold. And with each breath, I want you to think about releasing any stress that you're storing in your body. Just surrender into the pose. And let everything else go. And then inhale, slowly roll back up to a neutral spine. And we're going to switch our legs. So left leg is extended, right foot comes on the inside of that left thigh. And yet again, feel free to put your hands behind your knees or on your shin, your ankles, or your foot. Wherever you are today is exactly where you're supposed to be. And forward fold and release. Release any tension you're holding in your calf, in your thigh. Surrender into the pose. Beautiful. Slowly roll back up. And now I want you to bring your feet together in front of you into cobbler or butterfly pose, whatever term you prefer to use. We're going to hold on to either our ankles or our feet. And we're going to hinge forward and forward fold, giving ourselves a nice hip stretch here. And slowly roll back up to a neutral spine. Slide those hands behind your back. Plant your feet on the mat in front of you. And we're just going to gently windshield wiper our legs. Right and left. Right and left. Right and left. And then from here we're going to lay our back down onto the mat. We're going to come into bridge pose. We're going to do 3 bridge lifts with our breath. So just have your arms elongated on the sides of your body, feet planted, feet close to your sits bones. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale, lift your pelvis up, create space underneath your back. And gently exhale and slowly roll your body back down to the mat. Inhale, slowly roll up, pulling those hips towards the ceiling. And gently exhale, lower back down to the mat. One more time with your breath. Inhale, hips up. And exhale, release back down to the mat. I want you to go ahead and give your knees a nice hug. Feel free to gently rock side to side if that feels good to you. And then I want you to extend your arms and your legs out. And once your legs are extended, I want you to raise your right leg on the floor about 12 inches. So you're going to make it at a 12 inches at an angle, and then bring your left foot to meet your right. And then from here, I want you to drop that right shoulder towards your feet. So you should start to feel a nice side opening stretch here. And then inhale that left arm up overhead. Feel free to keep it extended on the floor behind your head, or I like to bend my elbow and put my hand on my head, coming into a banana stretch on the floor. Take nice, slow, deep breaths. Concentrate your breath into the left side of your body. And breathe. Excellent. First, release that arm. Straighten your spine. Bring your feet back to neutral. And then we're going to do the other side. So this time, sweep your left foot up about 12 inches. Bring your right foot to meet it. And then we're going to drop our left shoulder down towards our feet, creating an arc, opening up our right side. Inhale that right arm overhead. And either keep it extended or feel free to bend it and place that hand behind your head if that feels good. Banana stretch on the other side. Bring that breath into the right side. Beautiful. And then we're going to straighten up our spine, straighten out our legs. And then I want you to go ahead and give your right knee a hug. And then using your right hand to pull that bent right leg open. So you're going to pull it towards the mat, opening up that hip. And then I want you to bring that bent right leg across your body towards the left, holding it with the left hand this time and extending that right arm out, coming into a supine twist. And breathe. And then come back to center. We're going to switch legs, bend that left leg, give it a squeeze. And then using our left hand, we're going to pull that bent left leg towards the mat, opening up our hip. And then we're going to come into our supine twist. So now we're going to grab that bent left leg with our right hand, pull it across our body towards the right, extend that left arm out. And breathe. And then return to neutral spine. I want you to give yourself a nice big full body stretch. And then go ahead and come into Shavasana. Let your eyes be heavy. Let your tongue be slack in your mouth. Let your forehead be smooth. Release any tension you're holding in your body. And try to relax. And I want you to take a nice deep inhale and let it go. Wiggle your fingers, Wiggle your toes. Rock your head side to side. And when you're ready, roll onto your right side into a fetal position. And then gently push yourself up into a seated position. I want you to put your hands on your heart. And we're going to take a nice slow inhale, and I want you to think about expanding your ribs and then your chest completely with air, and gently exhale and release. And again, inhale, fill those ribs, fill those lungs, feel your chest rise. And gently exhale. Continue at your own pace. And return to normal breathing. And now, friends, I want you to take a few moments for gratitude. Send yourself love and appreciation for taking this time today to do something good for you, for giving yourself the gift of reconnection with your body, with your breath, and with your mind. Surround yourself with these feelings of gratitude, and let's spend a couple moments in silence, keeping our hands on our hearts. And then take in a nice deep inhale and let it go. Wonderful. You can release your hands, put them in prayer, and bow your head to your heart, thanking yourself one more time for your gift to yourself of self-care and love. Wishing you all a wonderful and happy holiday season. Sending you love and light. Namaste.